everybody, today I have a nice little device to show you. It's the MiFi Verizon wireless router. This little router actually goes for about $150 and it has a $50 mail-in rebate. You have to get a 2-year contract, that's the only drawback to it, but the card itself is very tiny, and you pay about $60 a month for the plan on this. They have other plans, but if you want the 5 gigabyte plan a month, it's going to cost you about $60. The card itself has about 5 hours of continuous usage on the battery and about 40 hours standby time. The device does detect when you're not using it, so it actually goes into standby mode, and up to 5 simultaneous users or devices can connect at one time and use the internet off the device. I wanted to show you something real quick, is that in the last year or so I've been using this mobile router, and I just want to show you the difference between these two. This is a mobile router and it uses an EVDO card right here connected to it. It uses a 110 outlet or a 12-volt adapter to be powered. So it's not completely that mobile. But in this case, look how small this is, and this is completely mobile. You can actually put this anywhere you want and use the internet off the device. So this, you can actually take it with you on the go. Stay tuned in the next few minutes. I will show you all the ins and out of it and how to configure the card, because it does not come configured. You have to configure it on your computer. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Alrighty, so here I have all the stuff laid out in front of me that comes with the MiFi router, and on the left here are the manuals. You will not see any software because there is no software that comes with it. You have to actually download the vAccess Manager. Just remember to visit aramistech.com for the links to download the vAccess Manager, and for any technical data that might not be in this video, I'll show it there. But the manuals are very thorough, which is really good. It also comes with a little travel bag, which works really well for several reasons. It actually protects the device from scratches, maybe even dropping it, and it also protects the device from getting it full of fingerprints, because this is very glossy and it gets full of fingerprints really easily. It also comes with the USB cable that has a micro USB adapter on one end and also USB on the other end. This cable has two purposes. The first purpose is that you're going to need this cable to plug in the router and to a computer and actually activate it using the vAccess Manager. Once you do that, then you go ahead and you can use this cable in the future for converting the router into an actual EVDO modem. So you can plug this cable directly to the router and to a computer and use the internet directly that way. So definitely you can then bypass it as a router, but there's no other need other than that for this cable. And then you also have the power adapter, the 110 power adapter, and basically it also has a micro USB connector on the other end here. So this works really good because not only does it charge the router, but it also works if you have it plugged in. It'll give you continuous internet access on the device while it's plugged in, and it's also charging it. So that's a really good purpose there that the cable provides. Here's the router itself. The router has a power button here in the front. When you turn it on, it'll turn on green, and then there'll be a light here that's going to flash. When that light turns on, in about 30 seconds or so, the device will flash, this light will flash, and it actually will start broadcasting the SSID, and it's actually ready to connect to. So your laptop or computer will actually be able to see the device and connect to it. And let's wait a second and you'll see how it actually flashes. Alrighty, there you go. So it's flashing. So now it is broadcasting the SSID, and you should be able to see it with your laptop or computer, and you're ready to go. And on here is the micro USB port right on that side. And on the back here, you have a key, a web key that comes pre-configured with the device that you can use to log on. So basically, when your computer sees the actual MiFi router, you can connect to it and use the web key behind here. Now, I would suggest you change this to a custom key because it's actually written back here. So if it's convenient for you, then you can use this one, but I changed already mine, and I will show you how to interface the router with the web browser and actually change it. But on the back here also is the battery, and you can just slide this out, and the battery is removable. What's great about this battery is that it gives you 5 hours of continuous usage and about 40 hours standby time. So you can actually buy a second battery, and that way you're really wireless all day long. So you can actually use the internet pretty much all day on this device without having any cable. So that's a really good thing to have. And then basically you just put the cover back when you're ready, and that's it. I mean, you won't really ever need to take this out, but definitely it works. You know, it's really good to have it that way. Like I said, look how it gets full of fingerprints really easily, but the device is really tiny, and I definitely love it. It's really small. I will show you how it looks compared to an iPhone so you can see the difference on it. Alrighty, here I have the iPhone on the left, and to the right the MiFi router. And as you can see, the MiFi router is just a little smaller than the iPhone, and it's just a little thinner. The only difference is that it's actually a lot more lightweight than the iPhone. But if you can see here, I put them side by side. It's just a little thinner than the iPhone, but like I said, it is very lightweight. The MiFi router makes a great device to have to use your iPod Touch, your netbook on the go, and it's a great little device that I believe is awesome for as a backup internet or as an actual internet to use on the go, on your car or anywhere. Since this little router fits in your pocket, in your bag, anywhere. It is really nice. Like I said, it's very lightweight, so you won't even feel it if it's in your pocket. I appreciate you watching my video. Hope you like this one, and thank you for watching all of my videos. Go ahead and connect the router with the USB cable directly to the computer, and open my computer, and you will see a CD-ROM pop up after a little bit. It's going to actually make a noise, and that will come up. Double click on that CD-ROM, and all the software for the vAccess Manager, you will find it there. Double click on the vAccess Manager software that you find there, and to start the installation. So just double click on it, wait a second, you can close the window that you have open. And once it's ready to go, the vAccess Manager pop-up will come out to run it. Just go ahead through the installation and wait for it. It's going to expand the files and extract them. Just let it go through the whole thing, and once it comes up, then you're going to get a little pop-up that is going to give you the install vAccess Manager. Just go ahead and go through the installation and follow the next steps. Give it a few minutes to install, and once it starts running and installing, you're going to get finally a pop-up window that you're ready to go. Then on the install manager there, go ahead and click next and just agree to the terms. Click next and let it install a shortcut on the desktop, and continue next. Leave it on typical so it continues, and just click install for the rest of the way. Let it go through all the installation process, and just give it a second or so. It's gonna finish, and once it finishes, just click on finish, and you can close out the vAccess Manager. Just wait a little bit, and it's gonna give you a pop-up once it detects the new hardware and installs it to restart the computer. Go ahead and restart, and once you reboot, you can double click on the Access Manager on the left hand side. You see it there. Once it opens up, connect the cable from the router, the USB cable, to the router and then to the computer. And once you have those connected, go ahead and click on sign up, which will be the pop-up you have there, and wait for it to initialize the device. It's going to initialize it, it's going to connect, it's going to do a few things. Once it gets it completed, then it'll be ready to go. Just give it a little bit till it finalizes the installation. It's going to take a few minutes. Here I've kind of like cut the clip so it will speed it up, but once it finishes going through this whole process, it will actually add it to the vAccess Manager, and you'll be able to actually connect using this card, and the router itself will be activated. You're going to get this option here. You're going to click next, and since you already chose a plan at the store, these two options on the top are going to be grayed out, and it's going to say a service plan monthly, and just leave it like that. Click finish to go, and you should be ready. Happy surfing, and enjoy the new internet wirelessly. Alrighty, to configure the wireless router, all you need to do is open the web browser, go to 192.168.1.1, and you're going to bring it up to a page. You're going to put your password there. The password is admin, all lowercase, the first time you're going to use it, so it's ADMIN, and click to log in. Once you log in, you're going to go to Wi-Fi on the top, and that's going to take you to the options that you're going to see here, where you can configure the name of the router, if you're going to have a wireless G and B or just wireless G, and you'll be able to configure also what security you're going to use, the strength of the web key, and at the bottom you go ahead and put the web key you want. Once you have that ready to go, you're going to click on apply, and it's going to get you a pop-up that's going to come up, and that pop-up is just going to give you a little warning that's going to disconnect you, so it reboots the router with the new configuration. And once you do that, you're good to go.